Let's get physical, physical. I wanna get physical. Let's get into physical. Let me hear your body. Hi everyone, it's Caitlin B. And today we are discussing the incredible career of pop icon Olivia Newton-John. Just kidding. Today we are getting physical and I'm going to tell you how certain exercises can lead to brain-meltingly good sex. Like the good kind of brain melting, not like the sci-fi kind of brain melting where like you know what I'm talking about. Like an orgasm that is so good, it makes your brain go, ugh. Here is the simple truth. Sex requires the body, and thus anything that strengthens and improves the body's performance is likely going to enhance the quality of sex that you're having. Also, anything that improves your cardiovascular health is going to be a huge help, not only in terms of endurance during sex, but also getting strong erections and maintaining them. I mean, think about it. The cardiovascular system controls blood flow. An erection is just a penis that is filled with blood. So stronger blood flow is only going to help you to achieve those stallion level hard-ons that we all dream of. So let's talk about what areas of your body to focus on when you exercise and how doing so will totally turn you into a sex god, like a sex Poseidon, like, you know, like the god of water. So you're gonna make her super wet. Note to self, work on Poseidon joke. But what parts of the body are the most helpful during sex? Your hips, of course, your glutes, legs, anything that is going to give you strength and flexibility in your core and your pelvis. And speaking of your pelvis, an important part of your body that you can exercise that is directly linked to great sex is your pelvic floor. This is a set of muscles called, and okay, just let you know in advance, it sounds a little bit like a strange prescription med that you see in a commercial, the pubococcygeal muscles. Pubococcygeal muscles. Pubococcygeal muscles! I love this word. Cover your pelvis and spread from your coccyx to your pubic bone, hence their name, pubococcygeal muscles. And they work with your deep abdominal muscles, your diaphragm, and your lower back to stabilize you while you exercise, and they help you to control bowel and bladder function, and they enhance sexual sensation and functioning. Plus, research has shown a strong pelvic floor can improve erectile dysfunction, ejaculation control, and orgasm intensity. And a weak pelvic floor is associated with premature ejaculation, losing your erection, and generally not being able to perform in bed. And if you want to learn more about how to strengthen your pelvic floor, check out my Come When You Want class in the description. It is 98% effective at giving you complete control and allowing you to last as long as you want in bed. So, the billion-dollar question. How do you strengthen your pelvic floor? It's actually really easy. Just hold in your farts. Just kidding. I'm totally kidding. That's not it. Or is it? You've heard of Kegel exercises for women, right? Well, don't freak out, but actually men can do a version of Kegel exercises themselves. They're very simple and no one will even know you're doing it. You could even do it while you're on YouTube. First, you need to feel your pubococcygeal, okay, I'm gonna just call it the PC from now on. First, you just gotta feel your PC muscles to get a sense of where they are. You can do this by pausing your urination midstream the next time that you are going to the bathroom. The same muscles that hold your pee back are the same muscles that you're going to use to have great sex. And actually, I was kind of joking earlier, but they actually are part of the same group of muscles that prevents you from farting. Anyway, that's your pelvic floor. And once you've located it, you can then begin to practice contracting it for 5 seconds at a time and relaxing. It's easiest to do this on your hands and knees, also known as all fours, at first, but once you get them stronger, then you can do it really anywhere, anytime, like even when you're sitting or you're standing or even walking. But beyond the pelvic floor, what else can you do to get yourself into the best sex shape? Here are 3 more exercises to try. First, the rock plank. I love this because it's like a regular plank where you're horizontal to the ground, except you rock back and forth on your toes to create a sort of thrusting motion. This exercise really strengthens your core and is very useful to get better in bed. Next, the front squat. Squats in general are great for leg and ass strength, but the front squat in particular isolates your hips and increases flexibility. Basically, you hold onto a barbell or a pair of dumbbells up by your neck, resting the weight on your shoulders, and do a nice deep squat to activate your glutes, quads, and hips. This will actually increase your hip strength and flexibility and give you more endurance when you're in those more creative, athletic positions like reverse cowgirl, or I don't know, when you're like standing on the ottoman while she's dangling from the chandelier. Hey, I'm sure somewhere someone has tried it. Last but not least is an exercise that's great for f***ing because it looks a lot like f***ing. It is the barbell hip thrust. With this, you lie on your back on the ground or rest your shoulders on a bench and place the barbell on your hip crease. Make sure your feet are flat on the floor and parallel to each other, and then you basically just f*** the air. By that, I mean you lift your glutes and thrust your hips upward. Be careful not to arch your back or thrust out too far. Also, be careful not to overly rely on the strength of your legs when you're doing this exercise. You want to focus on your glutes. Creating a nice straight line from your shoulders to your knees, and then go back and repeat. But yeah, this is basically just simulated sex. It is the sexual equivalent of a boxer hitting that thing before a match. So the air, my friends, and you will be ready to your partner, boom, like she has always dreamed. Now, before I go, I want to reiterate that with all of these exercises, if you are new to them, start slow. You do not want to risk injury, and you cannot expect results overnight. Take it from anyone who's ever injured themselves by going too hard and exercising, thinking they're gonna make up for the last month of sitting on the couch and eating gluten-free brownies in a single day. You're not, you will regret it. Take it slowly. It is not worth injury. And remember that flexibility, especially when it comes to sex, is every bit as important as strength. So don't be the guy that looks all muscular, but then when you get into bed, he can't get into any of those crazy positions because his muscles are so tight, and he can't f*** you for very long because he just doesn't have the kind of endurance, even though he looks glorious and is maybe all like fake tanned and oiled up. You know what I'm talking about. So do stretch, do cardio. Both will help you increase your stamina in bed. They will make you more versatile, and you can comfortably have sex for a longer amount of time if you take really good care of your body in this way. Remember, exercising to get better at sex is actually not all about power. It's about strength and flexibility and endurance. And what makes you feel like a stud in the weight room may not actually be doing you any favors in the bedroom. I am Caitlin B. Please let me know in the comments what exercises have helped you to get better in bed. And while you're down there, make sure that you are subscribed and check out my courses on lasting longer in bed and being the best lover she's ever had. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you here next time.